What does the Bible say about water baptism? I know I'm about to insult some people to the very core of their being. That's not my intention. I'm simply looking to objectively identify what true water baptism is. Firstly, the English word baptism comes from the Greek baptisma. This word means specifically immersion, submersion, to totally overwhelm. In other words, when you're performing a water baptism, you are immersing a person into the water, then rising them out of the water. Water baptism is a public witness of our conversion. We're dead and buried to our old self and rise as new men and women in Christ Jesus. Water baptism is not essential to salvation, but it's an important act of obedience. Jesus himself was baptized as an adult for an example to us. He went into the Jordan River and was baptized by John, then went up out of the water. Paul was baptized as an adult immediately after his conversion. The Christian church has long since departed from our Jewish origins, but this practice of sprinkling or pouring would never have arisen if we stayed closer to our Jewish roots. When we investigate Jewish baptism prior to the ministry of Jesus, we uncover that Jews practice full immersion baptism. In fact, if you convert to Judaism to this day, full immersion baptism is part of the process. There's no chance John the Baptist sprinkled or poured water on people. John stood in the water of the Jordan, or whatever body of water he could find, and people came down into the water and John immersed them into the water. When you read of Philip and the Ethiopian eunuch, they both go down into the water for the baptism to occur. There is no example of sprinkling or pouring linked to baptism in the New Testament. Now, in regards to babies or believers to be baptized, this is an open and shut case. Baptism is only for believers. There is not a single case of baby baptism in the Bible. Jesus says in the Great Commission to make disciples of all the nation, baptizing them. It is beyond any doubt that a conversion must first take place. Then and only then is baptism performed. I'm sorry if your Christian denomination practices baby splashing baptisms. I'm not trying to offend you, but splashing babies with water or dunking babies with water or pouring water on babies has nothing to do with New Testament baptism. If you're a follower of Christ as an act of obedience and to fulfill all righteousness and as a public witness of your faith in Christ, you need to be baptized by full immersion. There are no ifs, buts or maybes about it. I don't care what your pastor or your minister or your priest or your spiritual guru tells you. Do what is pleasing to Jesus. Go and get baptized by full immersion. And if someone in your church won't do this, my strong advice to you is to change churches immediately.